Well, first of all, obviously, looking at the crowd here, did they lock all the doors in Cobb? We okay? But obviously, I'm very appreciative of the support that we've had over the last week, the last 9 days since Coach Ryan's decision to retire. And the team has been phenomenal. I can't say enough about how they've been and how they've bonded together and jumped behind this. They've faced some tough times. Last Tuesday night was kind of emotional, and Wednesday I thought they jumped right back into it pretty well. And to have minimal amount of practice and to have to handle this transition along with taking finals at the same time, I couldn't be more proud of our guys. I wasn't real proud in most of that second half, but the way they fought and battled and how they've overcome and what's been thrown at them here the last week and tried to bond together. But again, for all the support, I recognized and heard the applause when I came out. I'm very appreciative of that. Obviously, I'm one of the Wisconsin residents, and this wouldn't be possible without a lot of people that are in this room tonight and didn't get a chance to be here on Wednesday for the press conference. My family's here, my mom's here, my aunts and uncles, brothers, their wives, all my nieces and nephews, and obviously my most important team is my team at home with Mackenzie, Isaac, and Peyton, and my wife Michelle. So there's as I've thanked everybody in the program internally over the last week and our players, there's no way this is possible without my team at home for me to be in this position. So I didn't get a chance to thank them last Wednesday live because they didn't get a chance to be here. They were all in school when I was doing this. So like I said, I'm so honored to be in this position, and hopefully we can keep moving forward.
Got microphones on each side of the room. Jeff?
Greg, over on your left. Can you put into words the emotions you went through after seeing them build a 30-point lead and then seeing them give most of it away?
I'm going to petition the NCAA Rules Committee to bring back that timeout that we lost this year. Instead of having 4, we need 5 or 6 or 7 or 8. We just had to keep battling. I thought we got disjointed offensively. We did so many good things in the first half, and even in the start of the second half. We played through the post. We were able to spread the floor and move and cut. And for a team that's really, as we added this package to our offensive repertoire Thursday, and really have only run it for 2 days live against defense, I thought we handled that. And that was my concern coming into this, that I knew how much they pressured and how they played, and that we might get rattled in that format. But I thought in the half court, for the most part, now we have a lot of things to work on, and we threw the ball away at times. And but for the most part in the first half, and for a small segment of the second half, I thought we did some good things in the half court. Obviously, full court wise, we at times we handled it well, but we've got a long ways to go. And just some of it's positioning, some of it's waiting for the trap to come to you. We didn't attack at times when we could have. We waited for traps to come. We didn't ball fake. We didn't jump stop. It wasn't a good display there, but we'll get better. I mean, that's the one thing I told the team. If there's ever a tale of two halves, this is it. There's a lot of things we can learn from that we did really, really well, and there's a lot of things, obviously, we have to correct and continue to move forward. But, the emotion of it, I mean, you just try to play possession by possession and never really – I didn't know we were up 30 until I was just on the radio show, and they said, what it was – I didn't realize we were there because I knew it wasn't over. Because how they play is exactly what we saw. I mean, they've done that to every team they've played. Either been a flurry in the first half, like we had to battle off, or it's been a flurry in the second half, like we had to face tonight.
Jim, can you kind of elaborate on the offensive package you put in Thursday and what you were hoping to see?
Well, it's nothing elaborate from a standpoint of spacing, ball and body movement, making sure our angles were proper. You've seen it here before in different formats called the swing. But we're in the very elementary infancy stages of it and where we need to be. But I thought we showed some good things for only having it for 2 days to really run it live against a defense. I thought we did some good things. I mean, we had a lane line lob to Khalil in the first half. Some things that are a little more advanced that we don't always get for a much longer period of time. So It's still about decisions. You know, that as I told the team, the game doesn't change. No matter what you run offensively or defensively, the game is still about being fundamental, being sound, some toughness. I thought we showed a little more toughness tonight in key stretches. But we've got, like I said, we've got a lot of learning to do yet, and I'm excited to be with this group because they're definitely hungry.
Jeff?
Greg, over to your left here.
Yeah.
You were running guys in and out pretty liberally coming off the bench and keeping guys fresh. Were you surprised at all what the bench gave you in general, and specifically Jordan Hill, given that he hasn't really played very much and based on what he did tonight?
Yeah. I told the players last week that actually Tuesday night or Wednesday that if they weren't ready, get ready, because I was going to try to find ways to have people in position to help this team. And for me, I probably I need to improve in terms of my area of subbing. But in 2 days in practice, I was trying to figure out my rotation and what I was going to do. And obviously foul trouble kind of threw that a chink in that a little bit too. But Jordan did a really good job of coming off. And for the most part, he got called for the carry once. I think he jumped up in the air in front of our bench and didn't jump stop. So there's some things, and he knew it. I mean, but for him to be able to work through some of the mistakes and shots he knocked down, he got his feet set, 10 toes towards the rim. Ball touched the post and was kicked out or had reversed it, and then we hit the three at the end of the half against the zone. But I thought he'll build upon this, and we'll build upon this. So it was a good contribution, and obviously I think he had 4 turnovers. No, 2. Him and Nigel were the only 2 with a positive assist-to-turnover ratio. So that'll be something for him to build upon.
Tom?
Greg, what were you thinking there at the end? What were your emotions when you got together for a team photo after your first win and kind of had a little group hug going there?
Well, I had made the decision that if they were only going to interview me on Big Ten Network if we won. So I knew that was the only way that that was going to happen. But I made them wait because I told Patrick and kind of had a secret in our office that if we were successful, that I wanted the team with me. That was the reason for that. I wanted them behind me when I did that interview on the Big Ten Network, because they're the reason behind this. They're what's at the heart of this program, and always have been and always will be. This will be about the players.
Anything else for Coach? Anything in the back, or no?
I do also have to thank my assistants too, because they kept me in pretty well in check, and for having to juggle, and Coach Moore having spent 1 day on the job. He couldn't believe game day came so fast. But thanks to everybody who's been so supportive, not only just in the last week, but in all my time through my career. I know there's a ton of them in the back that I recognize that I'll get to here as we go through the night.
Thanks, Coach.